Welcome back to Julie's Wreath Boutique. And listen, guys, you're going to love this wreath. You want to know why? Because this is a mesh that you've never used before, and it's a wired ribbon mesh. Yep, I said wired. So I got this from Walmart in their Christmas supplies. I can't wait for Christmas to make this wreath. So let's make it a fall wreath, and let's make it tonight. You're going to be shocked at how easy it is to put together. So I was at Walmart and I found this mesh and I thought I got to make something out of it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get this work form that I had picked up at Michael's. It's 16 inches. You can get these at Michael's and Hobby Lobby, and I'm sure Joanne has them too. This is the mesh. Now, it's not as long as a typical roll of mesh, so we ended up using 3 of them, but they are $6.96 a piece, and you can find the description box and get the link for it. See the wire? It literally is like ribbon. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it and we're going to gather it at the end, and we're going to add it to the inner center of this wreath. All right, so we're going to work from the inside of this wreath to the outside of this wreath, and what we're going to do is we're going to take 10-inch lengths. Now, the little like ties that are on the work form here, they're about spaced out about the same, except if you see the top there around the 11 o'clock point of my wreath. For some reason, this frame didn't have one there. They actually had an extra one on the bottom frame, but you just want to have everything kind of just the same distance. So you might have to add another pipe cleaner, which is what I do right here. I'm like searching for it and getting it out, but you're going to just make sure that you do about the same size lengths around your wreath form. Okay, so as I do this, I wanted to reach out to you guys. I know I have something that you might not have heard of. It's called Julie's Biz Boutique. And I want to invite you guys to join if you are somebody who would like to sell your crafts. Maybe you make the wreaths that I teach you how to make here, and I would love to take a moment to encourage you to join Julie's Biz Boutique. Now, you're going to go from the top inner circle to the bottom, doing the same exact thing and going all the way around. But if you're somebody who needs help with your business, you need help figuring out social media, Julie's Biz Boutique is a subscription style group. We meet 4 times a month, plus we have a meeting that's called Julie's Biz Boutique Social Circle, and it is just a lot of fun and it's informative. And we have some extra bonuses right now for you if you join. So it's a really exciting opportunity, but the cart closes tomorrow night. All right, so now that I've gone around twice, I'm going to use the rest of this mesh, and we're going to go up and down to each of these little work spots, the little chenille stems, but we're only going to do about 7 to maybe 8 inches, maybe 6 to 8 inches, little poofs, and we're going to go crisscross back and forth. And what this is going to do is, number one, it's going to fill your wreath up a little bit more. If you don't want to do this part, it's okay. You could just get 2 rolls of the mesh and do that. But I just decided that I wanted it to be really full, and I had the mesh. So if you want it to look as full as mine, do 3 rolls. If you're good with just the 2 rows of mesh, then just do the 2 rolls. It's kind of up to you. But I really wanted to tell you guys about this mesh because by the time November gets here, you're not going to be able to find this mesh. So I figured, I know it's in the Christmas aisle, but it's blue and white. So why can't we do this for fall? So this was just a lot of fun to make. And we're not going to do the typical like ribbon tails all throughout our mesh here because I really feel like it's really pretty. And this fabric is it's ribbon. It's actual ribbon, the size of mesh. So that was what was really fun about this project. And if you want to order them online just to make sure you get them or go to your local Walmart, I will leave my link down below in the description box, okay? Now, the next thing we're going to do once I get all of this done, I'm going to pick a spot in this wreath that I want to put all of our fall florals I had on hand. I didn't go out and buy any of these fall florals. I just used what I had. I got one of these blocks. I believe this came from Dollar Tree, but I'm not positive. So check Dollar Tree. You might find some blocks like this there, and that's a great deal. Now we're using the harder foam because we want to use this outside. And so this is going to stay a lot better for the weather than the soft green floral foam, so you need to keep that in mind. So I cut this like in half, and then I cut off a little bit here and there because I want to make sure that my foam isn't like really noticeable, right? We want to make sure we're hiding that, but the ribbon in the end helps hide all of that. And so my idea was to poke a hole with my knife here and be very careful with the knife, all right? Just be very careful, promise me that. And then I took 2 zip ties and I went down the center and I attached it to the 2 different frames onto our wreath form, our wire wreath form, okay? And you're going to do the same thing on the other side. And I just wanted to do this without adding a bunch of glue, right? I didn't want to do that, and I felt like this was a good solution. And because this is the foam that's the hard foam, it's not going to come through. Now if you did the softer floral foam, the green, that would more than likely kind of disintegrate. So you want to keep that in mind when you're making a wreath for outside. Then I get my glue pot that I have and had it melting. It looks like a hot mess, but it's a really useful tool. My SureBonder glue pot, I love it, and I can leave the link for that down in the description box below, but you can get it in my Amazon storefront and my Walmart storefront. Then I just took some of these leaf stems that I already had. Again, I'm just using what I have because I don't know about you, I have good intentions. I have the intention of buying all this beautiful stuff and using it for a project, and I just like, I'm not going to go buy more product. I'm going to use what I have. So I believe you can still get these particular leaf picks in the fall pick aisle in Hobby Lobby. And then I did use 4 of them. I do like, this is what I do at the very end of my wreath. I put it on my door, and if I don't like where like some greenery is put or some leaves are put, I might give it a little bit of a haircut. And I ended up doing it with this. So just know that I do end up trimming off a little bit of those leaves. Now, this is a bush that I got from Michael's. And again, it's just stuff that I had already got on sale, and I know that it is on sale now. So I'll try to see if I can find the link for it as well. But I just kind of go through here and we make littler picks because I didn't want the greenery to be too long. And then as you can see, I make these little picks that I end up adding as a filler later on. But you know, guys, I always ask you if you've watched the whole video, leave me an emoji of some sort. And so this week, the emoji is a fall leaf. So if you've watched this whole video, I know we're only halfway through, but you know, leave me a fall leaf. It does encourage me when I see all your comments, and I love to hear your feedback and what you think, but this was just a lot of fun. I hadn't done a wreath like this in quite a while. And I think the last time I did a wreath like this, it was a Christmas wreath I made for Hobby Lobby. So I can see if I can see that one and find it and put it in the description box for you too. Now this is another pick that you can find at Hobby Lobby, and I literally just took it apart because I didn't want like a bush in different areas. So I took it apart, and that's what I would really encourage you to do, that like when you're working on a project, you know, kind of like take your stems, your flowers, your bushes, whatever you're using, and kind of dissect them. And then you kind of create the look you're looking for. Now, for me, I wanted to put this all at like the 7 o'clock area, 7 to 8 o'clock area on my wreath. When you're looking at your wreath and you're thinking of a clock, because I just wanted it to be a little different. I don't know about you, but I get stuck in ruts. So we added a few of those, and then I had these really pretty gold chrysanthemums, and I think that I got these, you know what, I can't remember. I think either Walmart, no, I think these may have come from Hobby Lobby or Michael's, but I'm not sure. But they were just really pretty. I end up having to move this one a little over once I get my bow. So just know that you might go back and forth and say, "Oh, I'm not sure about that." So these are the little pumpkins I had on hand. I actually used these in a project last year. So I always have these little floral picks, and they're little foam pumpkins, and you're going to just put a little bit of glue on the bottom of your pumpkin there, and then I'm going to put that floral pick in the pumpkin. So that's going to make a little pumpkin pick for us to add into our wreath. I just felt like we needed a little bit of blue. I know they may look a little gray, but they are actually a blue. They're just a very kind of gray blue, and I really do like how it comes together. And then you're just going to put them wherever you want. All right. So one of the things that you could do is you could take this foam piece off after the fall season and add a new foam piece on and do Christmas decor. You could do silver, you could do white, you could do snowflakes, but making this the way we're going into that foam, and it makes it really easy to change. Now let's make a bow, and I have been wanting to use this ribbon from Hobby Lobby all season long. So you're going to take your wire, and I go over top of it after I have it pinched there, and I go over it twice. Then I just take part of my ribbon, and we're going to go over the left spool here, okay? And then I'm going to take the top wire, and I'm going to go around clockwise my little bow finger, and then I'm going to put the wire in the little slit that's on the top, and then I'm going to take that bottom wire and just wrap it around the little nail and put the wire underneath. Now, this is how easy the Pro Bow the hand is. You're going to come to the base finger, and you're going to twist so that the right ribbon is coming in the right direction. I'm going to come to the base, and I'm going to twist. Now, here's what I'm going to do. It's a little different. I'm going to take that loop off of the center thing there, the little dowel, and I'm going to do the same thing on the next one. And what this does, and I'm going to repeat this on both dowels on both sides until we get to the last dowel. Now, the reason why I'm going to do this is because it gives me loops that are the same size when I want multiple loops. Now, you don't have to do this. You could do it the other way and keep it pretty simple. You could use 2 spools of ribbon and get the same effect if you had 2 spools of ribbon, but this is my way of getting around when I only have the 1 spool of ribbon. And the Pro Bow the hand is great. If you don't have one of these and Christmas is coming up and you want to decorate, this will really make your life so much easier. And you can get it over on Amazon. And again, you can find that description in the description box. Everything's in the description box, guys. You want to join Julie's Biz Boutique, it's in the description box. You want to join Julie's Crafting Boutique, that's a whole other membership. It's in the description box. All the important information is down there. But I literally checked the time on this clip, and in 3 minutes, less than 3 minutes, I had this bow made. And I don't know about you, but that's pretty good, and it was really easy to do. This ribbon is it's like crinkly ribbon, and it doesn't have a lot of structure, so it was a little different to work with, but it's so pretty at the end here. So I cut off some more ribbon because we're going to create a tail. I undo that wire on the top, and then I take and get the wire underneath, and now we're going to secure all of this ribbon together, and we're going to just twist the wire, and we're going to twist it pretty good because sometimes I don't twist it enough and then it falls apart, and that's no good, no bueno, right? Then I'm going to get my fluff box. This is something I probably haven't showed you guys a lot here on YouTube, but I do this over on Amazon Live. And again, I know I'm throwing a lot of information at you, but every Monday night, I do my best to get on Amazon Live and make something over there. So if you're not following me there, again, just check out the description box. There's really good, helpful information down there. So this is really nice to be able to fluff out your bow. I'm going a little fast, but I sped it up just so that you could kind of get the gist of it. And then we just take it off, and we're going to put it on our wreath. So this is going to be kind of more at the bottom of our wreath coming down. So it's going to look a little different, but I really think this is pretty. I think it turned out beautifully. Again, I just loved making this, and I would highly recommend this ribbon that I got from Walmart. Now, I don't think they had any other ribbon like this from what I can remember. It was just Saturday that I was there. But again, it was so fun to work with, and I just wanted to share like a new product, and you guys can get it before the Christmas rush. Now, again, Julie's Biz Boutique is open. If you have never heard about Julie's Biz Boutique, you need to know. That's where I teach people how to grow their social media in a way and how to grow their businesses online. We do so much more than just social media. We cover all the bases. So I would love to have you take a look. The doors close tomorrow night and then they won't be open. But I think that it would be really helpful if you're someone who's in business and needing some help. I can help you. And here's the finished product. I hope you like it. Make sure to leave me a fall leaf down in the comments if you can, to let me know you watched the whole video. And I will leave that link for the Walmart mesh down in the description box below. And you have one day, literally just one day, to make a decision if you want to join Julie's Biz Boutique, because the cart closes tomorrow night. I will see you there, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.